see your boy made a new trailer drop today.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Zach Kreger, Weapons.
Zach Kreger, yeah. Actually, that is amazing.
No, I actually texted him and said it looks incredible because reading the script while he's filming it. And
that's the movie?
That was the movie.
That's the movie? Oh, man.
Yeah, and I didn't get to see everything. I just saw what they were filming, but looking at it, I was like, to see it actually come to life, I was like, man, this is just how I pictured it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's good. Have you I told you about this movie, Weapons, right?
Yeah, you told me about going to, but I haven't seen the
I'm
trailer.
gonna tell you what's good about
came out
this.
today.
This trailer's good because for a horror movie, they don't tell you anything.
And I heard Jordan Peele was trying to get it or something.
Yeah,
trying to do something with it.
Yeah.
And then his people couldn't get the bragging rights or something. He
Yeah.
couldn't get the bid for it.
Yeah.
And he ended up firing them
Yeah.
because they couldn't get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how good that they're saying that this movie is.
I just heard that 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I think he saw that it was just that good, that he wanted to be a producer on it.
That script is really good, and I can tell you that looking at the trailer, they do a great job of the trailer because it's nice and creepy. They set up they set up a real creepy premise with this, and that trailer's not even giving you half of what's really going down in it. You think that trailer's creepy? There's some freaky shit that goes on in this movie, and by the end of it, I'm telling y'all, and I'm not just saying this because I was watching the film. I'm not. You know, like I said, if I didn't think this was cool, I just wouldn't say fucking. You know, but I read at the end of it, I was like, God damn, this movie has lost its mind right here, and that's a good thing. A lot of people gonna be saying the same thing. A lot of people gonna be walking out from the end of that movie, and they're gonna be like, holy shit, that was wild.
So you've seen like the whole movie?
No, I haven't seen. No, not at all. No. I read the script while I was sitting there watching the film, and he came up and he said, "Do you want to read the script?"
Hey, you want to say you want to be in it?
Yeah. Should have walked by like that lady. Damn. Nah, and so they were only. I mean, look, man, filming a movie takes
a while. Yeah,
they set up these shots all day. If you ever have a chance to sit on a movie set, and some of y'all have been extras before. You know, even when you do low productions, like man, even if you do like a student film, you see how long it takes to set stuff up,
right?
And it took longer when people were actually shooting on film. You know, a lot of people shooting on video today, but digital. But if you ever sit on a set, they're only doing like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 scenes a day, because they got to set up for them so much, depending on the nature of the movie.
Sure.
Right.
So man, that day they were only shooting, like when I got there, they were shooting about like 2 scenes.
Damn.
But it was weird because you're reading the script and then you get to that part and you're like, oh, they filming that right there. But a lot of it, I didn't see. But I'm reading it, and so, after reading it, it's just like with a book, anything like that. It's like, you read it, and if they do a good job, then you say, man, that's just how I pictured it.
Yeah.
And that's what they did with the...
So would something like Sinners take less time because it's not shot in that many locations?
No, Sinner might take... First of all, Sinners is shot in the IMAX format.
Right. But I'm talking about like the locations. There's only like one big location.
But think about this.
You got
a lot of people.
The church, the town.
Yeah.
But even within that one location, think about the choreography that you had to pull to go around that many people. They're shooting in water. There's a lot of stuff that they're doing, man. Listen, I wasn't there. They might have shot that shit in one day. I don't know. I don't know, but it seems like with if you watch just that musical number alone,
that probably took a while.
It's and I don't know, man. What I understand is shooting with IMAX cameras is Ryan Coogler said it was fun, but it's another level of work.
Sure.
He had to call Christopher Nolan to come out and help out, with the cameras.
That's why he's credited.
Yeah, that's exactly why. But anyway, here's somebody said you read the script. Yeah, I know. Of course, I'm not. Even if I was at liberty to say something, won't, because this movie's gonna have a lot of surprises. This is the trailer for Weapons, and I can tell you this trailer is only scratching the surface of what you'll get in this movie. Yeah, that's how you do a trailer. Especially for a horror movie, they don't tell you anything. Some interesting things though. Let me see.
Yeah, Julia Garner doing another horror movie.
Yeah.
Because she was in a bad one earlier.
Yeah.
Which was apartment 7B or whatever.
No, the Wolfman.
Wolfman.
Oh yeah.
Well, forgot about that one.
Well, okay, so that's
too boring, man.
I know. Yeah, that's probably my worst of the year. So far.
Yeah, that was. Interesting thing here. That actor, I forgot his name.
Benjamin Wong.
I want to say Doctor Strange so bad.
Yeah. No. He wasn't Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
yeah.
Brian Tyree Henry was supposed to play his part.
Oh.
I don't know what happened, but he didn't get it, so he's in that part right now. He has a real freaky scene in the movie. So here's something else.
Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong.
Benedict Wong.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Benedict Wong.
Fortify your mind.
Yeah,
That
fortify
guy.
your mind.
Your favorite line. Fortify your mind, kids. He's at
What if he
school
says that again?
Hey, kids, fortify your mind. They do this again a lot with movies, but it was just cool to see them shooting in houses because you saw outside shots of the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But man, they built houses inside a warehouse.
Oh.
Damn.
So yeah, they
forever.
Man, yeah, you go up and they have rooms that look like you could live in them.
Yeah.
Because Zach Crager told me, he's like, hey man, don't come here and take a shit or anything because the toilets don't work.
I want to test it out.
Yeah, because it looks like everything works. Mm-hmm. And what they do is they built these inside of the warehouse. So, and they're not, they're not real houses. So the outside don't look like actual homes, but but they are actual rooms when you go into the interior of these structures. And you go in there, and what they do is they put a big printed drape that looks like trees in the background, and they take a light and they just light the shit out of it to make it look like sunlight. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And when you're watching it, it looks like they really are, in a house, and they're standing by a window that actually has, that is outside, but it's not. It's just a big ass light.
That's cool.
Now, why do they do that over just shooting at a real house?
Because you have more control over the light. So let me just say this: if you're sitting by a window and there's sunlight coming through, you don't have control of that sunlight.
Yeah, that sun's gonna keep moving.
And you have to keep that lighting consistent. So you see what I'm saying?
Okay. I was like, I always wondered why they build up those houses. And I was like, you can just go to a real neighborhood and do that.
Yeah, listen, not everybody has that luxury to do it. Some people have to shoot around sunlight, or they have to shoot in a room where the sunlight doesn't come in. Mm-hmm. But if you really do have to have control over the sun, then you might want to build a structure within a warehouse. You go through and it's like, man, if I woke up, it's like if somebody knocked me out, I woke up in one of those places, I think I was in a house until I stepped out. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so it's an interesting thing. If you ever get a chance to do extra work or something like that, it's not shooting a movie is not the most fun thing. It is fun if you enjoy it, you love it, especially the director or the crew or something like that. But it's a lot of hair up and weight. This.
Sit around and
wait. Yeah.
But it's fun to do it. Like I said, if you ever get a chance to be an extra on a movie, it's fun. You'll be in the movie, or maybe you won't. Who knows? But you'll get to sit back and watch the process, and it's a fun thing. And so if you're in the area where they're doing it, do it at least once. It's a fun experience.